cruisers. Today I want to talk to you about something completely different. But first of all, I hope that you've had a fantastic Labor Day weekend and that you got to do a lot of fun things. Now, in my case, I didn't get to go to an exotic location or anything like that. But what I did do is that I went to watch Jaws. Yes, can you believe that we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of this summer classic? But I want to take you back in time to the summer of 1975, when this movie was released by Mr. Steven Spielberg. In the summer of 75, it became the #1 box office hit of all time. And it was not surpassed by any other movie until 2 years later, in the summer of 1977, when another space movie that maybe you've heard about, called Star Wars, took their throne. But let me tell you, what an amazing movie this is. Even 50 years later, you can still enjoy this movie to the max. Now, I titled this video, "Is Jaws Still Good at 50?" And let me clarify that for you. It's not only still good, but it's still great. This is probably one of those movies that you can watch during the summer of any year, and enjoy it to the max. Now, again, this movie probably starts in one of the most thrilling and exciting ways that you can start any movie. That first scene with the character of Chrissy, I mean, come on. You are basically from your seat saying like, "Chrissy, please do not go in the water because bad things are going to happen." But even though I have watched this movie probably more than 100 times, it's still super, super thrilling and exciting. And as soon as the movie starts, it grabs you and it never let go. Never let go. Because, wow, the story, the locations on Martha's Vineyard. What else? The performances from all the main protagonists. We have Mr. Roy Scheider as Chief Brody. We have Robert Shaw as Quint. And of course, Richard Dreyfuss as Hooper. And all of them are fantastic in their roles. But I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that later on. But let me start by saying that the brilliant direction of Mr. Spielberg. This is where you can see Mr. Steven Spielberg at his best. It's like, for example, to give you just another movie, Jurassic Park. It's another movie, the OG from 1993, that you can watch anytime and all the jokes still work. The action pieces are amazing. The performances are great. You can see Jeff Goldblum anytime and you will laugh the same way that I laughed back in 1993 when I first saw it. The same thing happens with Jaws. The jokes still work. The tension that is created between all the characters, it's amazing. For example, not only the character of Chief Brody, which again, Mr. Roy Scheider gives an extraordinary performance, but it's also the relationship that he has with his wife, with his sons, and everything that he does to protect the people of Amity. And also you see the struggle that he has with the mayor, Mayor Bond, to make him understand how serious this situation is and that they have to do something or this shark is going to put more lives in danger. Also, the music by Mr. John Williams. I mean, come on. Who has not been afraid of bum bum, bum bum, bum 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 bum? As soon as you hear this music, the shark is introduced. And as you know, if you have watched this movie, that the shark really doesn't make an appearance until later in the movie, because they have so many technical problems back in the day. You know, they were working on open water and all of that, and the shark wasn't working until later in the movie. But this became a blessing in disguise for them, because then you built this tension, and then when finally the shark is revealed, oh my gosh, how exciting it is. You know, when Mr. Roy Scheider says those lines of, you're gonna need a bigger boat. When we finally get to see the shark for the first time, and we see the enormity of this animal, of this predator that is coming for you, that is coming for all of us here on the screen. But anyways, after this, the way that the movie was edited, but also the way that the movie was divided. Because to me, basically, you have like two movies in one. You get the first part of the movie when you get to see the first deaths and the first interactions of all the characters. They get to establish themselves, and you get to see again Chief Brody, the deputy, that interaction with them. It's amazing, so hilarious. Then again, Chief Brody and Mayor Bond, and then the wife, the sons, and all the people of Amity. And a lot of people do not believe Chief Brody of how serious this situation is, or also they don't believe Hooper, because he's warning them, we got to do something or this is going to get out of hand. So this is the first part of the movie. All of these things will happen until finally the mayor gets it, and he says, okay, I'm going to pay this guy the money that he wants so that you guys can finally go out and hunt for the real shark. But then you go into movie number 2 inside movie number 1. That is when, again, Mr. Quint, Mr. Hooper, and Chief Brody go out to open water to hunt the shark. And then you're going to see their relationships grow. You're going to see them bump heads against each other. You're going to see them fight. You're going to see them working together to hunt once and for all this evil shark. But it's amazing. Another thing that surprises me, even though I've watched it so many times, is the monologue that Mr. Robert Shaw as Quint gives about his experience as a crewman aboard the USS Indianapolis. Oh, wow, that scene to this day thrills you to your bones. But once again, if you get a chance to go watch this movie, I'll tell you, it's still an amazing movie, probably the OG of all the summer blockbusters, and it's up there with Jurassic Park, with Terminator 2, with Aliens, and any of those great action movies. Oh yes, Jaws is a classic. As a matter of fact, I think that another reason that Jaws 2 works for me is because they keep not only Chief Brody, but they also keep all the the details of Amity and that beautiful town that was recreated in Martha's Vineyard, but also the relationships between his family and the people of Amity. So once again, I'm Edwin. This is Cruising with Edwin. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure to do that. And also you can follow my adventures on Instagram. And typically I talk about cruises and road trips and cities and restaurants and attractions or hotels around the world. But today I wanted to talk to you about my trip, in quotation, to Martha's Vineyard for this Labor Day weekend. And I'll see you around next time.